Accu-Stats Video Production presents World Class 9 Ball. Hi, I'm Howard Vickery with my guest Paul Potier. We're in the Sands Regency Open number 19. Our match today features EFREN Reyes and versus Kim Davenport. And Paul, I'd like to welcome you as my guest today.
Thanks, Howard. Pleasure to be here.
Okay, well, we have EFREN Reyes and Kim Davenport, and Kim has won the lag. Well, we got these two guys. Who do you think is going to win this match, Paul?
Well, if you were to ask me that question a few hours ago, I would have said Kim Davenport because I was doing a commentary with Jerry McWhorter on Efren's game yesterday, and he was playing a little sloppy, but I watched him just put the boots to Johnny Archer a few minutes ago, and he's not playing sloppy anymore. He's feeling good out there, it looks like, and I like Efren in this match, especially if he's breaking as well as he was last match. He was breaking real good, which is not his best part of his game.
Well, I would pick Efren also. Kim won the lag and he broke very well. He made 4 balls. However, he is sewed up, but he does have a kick shot here. I think he might just go ahead and kick at this one ball rather than roll out, but he might roll out for a kick too.
Well, you know, I'm sure he would rather have that one ball a little closer to the hole and a little closer to the rail to do that kick coming down the table. But, you know, I think just looking it down, he's going to play that Masse. But I agree. Well, he might play a
He's going to roll out for a kick.
That's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea from how far that one ball is off the rail.
Efren's going to take this, and he's going to go that rail first, the end rail, and just spin into the ball and leave it on the other side. Leave it in the middle of the table and leave the cue ball down here, I believe.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't like the shot here at all, but I agree. I think that's the shot.
Excellent.
I think that's the shot.
Oh, he's going to shoot it.
Yeah, that's
there
the
goes.
shot.
Going down, looks like he's behind the 8.
Oh, it's a great shot. Left him perfect weight.
Yeah, maybe Kim. You know, Kim's going to curve and go up the end rail, but it doesn't look too good from here.
No, you hit it perfect, though.
He did hit it good.
Hit it perfect.
Yeah, well, Efren's got another safety here.
Sure isn't many balls out there after the break, is there?
Well, looks like
4 balls in the break?
Yeah, 4 balls in the break. Looks like he's going to put him behind the 3-8. I didn't quite get there, but they might get a good roll.
Nope, it went right by.
Well, I think he's got a pretty good roll, though.
Yeah, another couple of inches and it's over the side.
Well, it looks like he's got room to make the one, but I don't know if he's going to shoot at it. Of course, I don't know if he's going to play safe from here either. He's got a tough safety.
I think he's going to play this ball in the hole. Just roll it in nice and light. He doesn't like it, does he?
No, he doesn't like it because he's got another. He's probably just going to have to play safe or bank the 2. But I had a shot like this, but the 9 ball was down there, and I went ahead and there's a couple balls there, and I went ahead and shot at the combination because the safety just wasn't there.
I think it's.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Woo! He got a roll. He got a roll. Efren isn't exactly known for his jump shots either, but I think he's probably going to. Well, he might masse this one.
No, I've never seen Efren shoot a jump shot. Now, he might be shooting some, but he will either kick or he will masse this ball.
Yeah, I think if he feels he can get around, he's going to masse it, but he might take out his jump cue.
Well, he got the 9 ball down here. Now, he's going to masse it the other way. He's going to go around that way.
That's the way I'd go, too, if I was going to masse it. And the ball spins quite good on these tables. So.
Yeah. And he hit it.
That's a great shot. Great shot.
He hit it.
Super shot.
Well, he's got a long combo on the 9.
What? 9? I'm not sure that 9 is right over the hole. Can you get a better picture of that one?
No, it's not right over the hole. It's on the rail, but that's a shot. He's just going to follow this and leave the cue ball at the other end, but he's really just shooting at the ball. And
it's tough. It was tough.
Oh,
he got that too. Look at this. What a roll. Basically, I was just watching Earl and Kim play just a few minutes ago, too, and it seemed that Kim's getting some bad rolls against Earl, too. So he's not. I don't think he's feeling too good about this.
Well, it's just one roll. but one roll can make a lot of difference.
Well, in the last match with EFREN and Johnny missed a fairly easy 2-ball, and he never got a good opportunity after that. And it was about, I think it was 4-3 for EFREN, and then EFREN ended up just going ahead, like 11-3. So before Johnny had another opportunity. So one of these things can really turn it around, especially on these tables. Don't you think, Howard?
Yeah. On this equipment, one roll can make a lot of difference because you may not get a lot of chances at the table. But at any rate, EFREN has won the first game and leads the match 1-0. And Kim broke from the other side, and EFREN is breaking from our, well, what is the left side of the table if you stand at the foot looking at the balls.
This is exactly where he was breaking when he played against Johnny and the table. And he was really making good contact.
Mm-hmm.
He was making good contact on the cue ball. Let's see how he does now. Let's see what
was he playing on this table?
No, on one beside it.
Well, this might be just his favorite side to break from.
Well, this is where Tony Allen was breaking from as well on this table, hitting him really good.
Mm-hmm. Well,
he did fine. He's gonna go, ooh.
Well, he made a ball, and he's got.
Well, he's got the bank safety. He can bank that one ball over to the, to actually the closest to the right-hand pocket, like where the 8-ball is, corner pocket, and come back out here for a shot on the 2. And if he misses, it's a safety.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he just fouled.
And there you go.
And it's in. Well, this isn't exactly a gimme. He's got a shot, and he'll probably make it. But you got to hit this shot good.
Think he's going to go into that 3-ball if he cuts that ball on the side, or do you
no,
just
I think he's
barely
going to miss it. I think he's going to miss it.
Just barely, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. That's good.
Come right straight down.
Well, he did all right.
He's still not right in line.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, he's in a difficult position because he's got to get position on that 5-ball.
What do you see here for his options?
Well,
it's not going to give us much chances. He's going to shoot right away.
Maybe he thinks he can draw it either off the 8, but I think I think he's thinking about kissing it off the 8 and kissing it down this way.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But he might have enough angle to draw it past the 8 and between the 7 and the side pocket. No, he was trying to draw
I didn't
it
think I thought it was tough enough to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can see the 5-ball here, do you think you can make the billiard on the, I don't think you can see enough to make the 5, but can you billiard the 9?
He can see the 5. I think he's got enough room to make the 5.
Yeah, it looks like it the way he's stroking the ball.
Yeah. Just make it and come around for the 6.
That's a good roll then. That's a fairly fortunate roll for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he made the ball, so he's allowed to get a roll. Now he just comes for position on the 7, and well, might get in between. Well, he can still handle this.
Draw back about 6 inches.
Yeah, for the 7, get a little angle going down towards the 8. Get off the rail a little bit. Hit ball on the side.
Well, like I said, that one good roll that he got in the first game, and already now it's 2-0 with him breaking again, and Kim might be in his chair for quite a while here.
Yeah, absolutely. One roll can really make a difference here. One little mistake early.
And as you said, he made the ball, so he deserves a roll, but he could have just as easily been behind the next ball and been in big trouble.
Oh, sure. Well, I don't know if he necessarily deserves a roll, but if you make the ball, and sometimes you take your chances, and they can go either way.
Let's watch this break again and see. He's gonna keep breaking from there, I think, because he's been breaking well from there.
Well, he made that ball straight in.
Yeah, that's good timing. That's good timing on that break. Even though he may not make a ball, he actually came through the cue ball real nice.
He did. He hit the balls good. EFREN's breaks improved since the first time I ever saw him play. And
that's another thing. Yesterday he was sloppy not only on his game, but he was sloppy on his break. Like he didn't care. And that was the first time I'd seen him like that. Today, though, he was a different guy.
What's Kim doing here?
He's going to try and make a combination, I think. Yeah.
Yes, he did shoot that combination.
And that's a tough shot when you're down 2 games. You got a bad roll in the first game. You haven't got a game under your belt yet. That's a tough shot. If you've already been up, you're running 3 or 4 racks, it becomes a little easier for you, doesn't it?
Well, you know something? I'm not sure he did shoot the combination. He could have, but the way he stopped that cue ball and he hit that 6 on the side and coming around, He could have been playing the ball around like that. I mean, he could have. I don't
It's
know what kind of
possible.
angle he had.
I would have thought he'd have looked at it a little bit closer though if he was going to do that, but you're quite right.
Well, he didn't line up the combination either. You know. Well, EFREN's kicking here, and he hit it hard and drew his cue ball down this way.
He was trying to get a roll, is what he was doing, and he didn't. Well, he might have got a roll here.
Well, he
Kim keeps getting to the table and sucking wind.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's very close. It looks like he might be able to spin it just a little bit. Well, he's going to spin it a lot.
Yeah, you don't want to spin it too much. You're going to go right in with that once. You want to just catch it it's almost too much. That's too much.
A little bit too much. You know, on that shot there, you can also spin it and it may get it into the rail.
Yeah.
And you'll hang around right there for the 2.
Yeah. Well, it's right in the between the 2, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what'd you do here, Howard? Would you go through there to get close to the 3 to make the 3-6 combo because of these pockets?
Yeah.
And,
yeah. I'd play position for the combo, no doubt about it. And he's trying to decide if he can just go and float up or go into the rails. What he's trying to decide at 8 there makes it difficult.
I think he wants to get on the other side of the 3 to have it back in this corner. Watch this.
Think so?
He did want to do that. He just didn't. He just got a kick on it. It skidded on him, didn't it?
Well, it's a very little touchy little shot.
But that's EFREN Reyes, Howard.
Yeah. Well, I would still play the combination on.
Well, I think that's what he tried to do. And you see the ball jump up a little bit as he shot it. That obviously skidded.
They could have, but these balls, you know, this red circle, these Centennial balls would do that, especially when you really get close to the ball and you're trying to finesse it a little bit. And there's a crowd in here, as you can see. There's a bigger crowd than there was 5 minutes ago.
Playing that to the side.
Well, he hit that ball with the inside English coming right around.
Yeah, he hits those shots so good, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect on it. Well, now it's a road map.
Mm-hmm. Shoot the 4 on the side, 5 in the corner.
Like pop,
6,
pop,
7,
pop.
8, 9.
Yeah. Heck, I could run this out.
Yeah. Okay. Just shoot the 7 in, come down for the 8 in the side, I believe.
I think so too, yeah. That's the most logical way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just let the cue ball do its work. No sense forcing it.
Mm-mm. Nine ball in the corner.
Yeah.
After EFREN pockets this 9 ball.
3-0.
Yeah, leaves a nice 3-0.
That's right. And in
Okay,
control.
I think we're going to take a look at Kim's shot here to determine if he was playing safety or playing the combination.
All right, let's take a look at it.
And here he's shooting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. He hit that ball. It's very hard for me to determine which he did.
We can ask him later.
Yeah, we can make it a point to ask him later.
I'll tell you what. I mean, that particular break right there, he didn't hit the 1 ball square, and you know, yet he got some good results. I mean, if you're going to get those kind of results hitting 3/4 ball off the rail back into the center, man, I'd keep breaking like that.
Well, yeah. Well, sometimes the angle that you hit that 1, not how square you hit it, you can determine it makes the balls hit different, makes that corner ball
Certainly.
going. And he's going to kick this ball and try to make the 2 off the 9.
That's a great shot.
And he made
That's super.
And
Super shot.
is he going to get a roll?
No, he's not.
No, he's going to have to kick another one in here.
Now, Howard Vickery could get over here with his
Yeah.
jumping cue and just put this in like nothing. But,
Yeah, or you could come with a 747 and zoom right over it. But
look at this. He might even make this 9 ball if he kicks his
might,
proper.
if he hits it. Well, you can tell if he's playing if he hits
Look
real
at it.
hard. No,
No,
he didn't. He
obviously
didn't hard
wasn't
enough. He
playing.
was kicking
That's a good
perfectly
kick.
safe.
Great kick.
And he
Great
made
shot.
a nice shot.
That's a great shot.
Well, what's Kim going to do here now? It's very hard when you don't get to shoot very often not to get up and shoot the ball, but he's obviously got to play safe here. Maybe he can go behind the ball and spin it and kick the 3. I think that's what he's looking at. Now he's thinking about hitting it thin on the other side.
I think maybe what he should do here is bank that 3 ball right back to the 6-7 on the same rail and Well, I don't think you should do that right now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I like the way he kicked it.
I mean, he left the cue ball good.
But
I agree. Depending.
He got a bad roll in it. It hit the corner, but and then he got a good roll that he didn't leave Efren a shot. He can hit it, but he can't pocket the ball.
Well, he's scratching his head. You know, he's thinking when he's doing that.
Well, he probably is. He's going to come with something here. Maybe he's trying to make the 6. I don't know. It looks like maybe trying to pocket that 6. No. No, he just hit it thin and played it safe.
That's great. Look at that cue ball.
He did play good. But see how that 6 and 7 is there? Maybe it doesn't look as it doesn't look as good as I thought it. Well, it might.
I wouldn't want to have to play it. If that 7 ball was the 6 first, I wouldn't mind playing it, but not with the 7 being in front.
Well, if I was going to shoot a ball in there, it'd be different trying to shoot the cue ball in there. But it looks like he's got a shot on the 3 here. Make the 3, and we'll see if he has room to make that 6.
Boy, the tables we were playing on a couple weeks ago would be, this shot would be tough, wouldn't it? A little tougher. Those tighter pockets.
We'll just stroked it right in.
What do you think of the difference between the pockets, Howard? Do you like the tighter ones that we're playing on the
Well,
Orlando?
I like the tighter ones in the fact that the break isn't like 75% of the game on tighter pockets.
Well, you can say, you know,
It becomes more of a game rather than just
break and run out all the time.
Well, yeah, crashing the balls, and whoever can hit them hardest and not scratch, it's got a decided edge. Decided edge. I mean, your break always counts anyway.
But if you look at the tighter pockets with the guys who break really good, then they have a big advantage over somebody who doesn't break as well. Then it's all in how you look at it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're gonna get more opportunities. It's gonna be more of a game on tight pockets, and it's a proven fact that while tight pockets are going to favor the better player, the matches are closer on tighter pockets.
I agree with you there.
Now he tried for the break. No, he played safe. Did he? Surely he didn't miss that ball. I think he just played safe.
I don't know. He looked like I can't see him playing safe. Safe that hard. Yeah. Hopefully we can take a look at that again.
Yeah. Well,
that was playing safe.
That was definitely
speed,
safe there.
Too bad. Didn't quite get there, but the 6 ball is pretty tough here. Who wants to make that 4 ball without being able to get on the 6?
Yeah.
Efren, I think, can do this, though. He can go off 2 wheels, miss past the 9. And
I don't know.
I think he's going to play it.
Yeah, there he went. And he's coming into
the
8. He's going to get a shot. Look at here. Well, he got a hit. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a shot.
Yeah, he's got first crack at playing a good safety on it. Yeah, I think they just figured out that it's frozen. And by the way, for those of you who aren't familiar with some of the rules, frozen ball.
You know something? Oh, he's banking the ball. Wow.
If a ball is frozen to the rail and it's the ball that you're on, if you make contact with that ball, something has to touch a rail afterwards. And so just because it's frozen to the rail does not mean that it's a good hit already. It's got to be sent to another rail, or the cue ball, or another ball has to hit a rail.
Well, Kim's going to try to cut this ball in.
To see how his nerves are, huh? Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty firm.
Yeah, he's a champion. No question about that. He's won this event before, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. And he always plays well here.
Actually, the first time I played here, Kim won that event, beating Earl in the finals, and I had the I was fortunate to have played Kim and lost miserably, 11-4.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Kim's back in the air here. That was a great shot to start off.
Okay, going to take a look at Efren's shot here and see if he was playing safe or if he was trying to make the ball.
Let's see how hard he hits this.
He was definitely playing safe. Definitely playing safe.
Okay.
No doubt about it.
After seeing that replay, I have to agree with you.
Evidently, he didn't think he had the angle to come around there. Well, Kim has won the 4th game and now trails in the match 1-3.
And he's got a good break.
And now we get to look at his break again. He goes to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
They must have favorite sides.
Well, I know I do. And that's the side is
Well.
my favorite. He likes to make that one ball in the side pocket, doesn't he? I mean, all the matches I've seen Kim play, boy, when he gets that one ball going the side, he is so dangerous.
Well, he hit him pretty good, but he didn't pocket the ball. And EFREN has a safety coming here. And that's unfortunate, too, on these tables when you don't make a ball on a break. It can really be deadly.
Sure can, because the other guy is making them, and he gets back on that breaking side, boy. Maybe sitting down for a long time.
Mm-hmm. EFREN is just going to spin this ball, come around. No, he didn't do that. Wow. I thought he'd hit that ball on the left and come around and leave him down here behind this 8 and 5 or something.
I don't think he didn't really look too much at all options. He just got it down and shot the ball. You know, and I think that's a mistake. You want to look at all your options, don't you?
I second guess EFREN, but it looked like he was trying to bank the 1 and put him right behind the 4, maybe stick him right on top of the 4 somewhere. But this is the way I thought he would play the safety, just like this.
Well, what I'm saying is, I agree. I mean, if he'd hit it good, it might have been a good shot. But I don't think he looked at all of his options either. You know, he's got all these balls to use as trees in the way, and he just saw his first shot and went for it.
Mm-hmm. And you know, that shot he was making is tough on this table because this cloth is kind of new and it slides a little bit. Well, he's got to go rail first behind the 1 around the 8. I don't know if he's going to curve it a little bit or if he's got enough angle to shoot it straight. But if he can stick that cue ball up there somewhere, well,
right through the 5 and the 8 here.
That's what he's saying. He's got them good eyes, I guess.
Wow.
Well, I'd say he's got more than good eyes.
Wow.
Nice touch.
What a shot. Wow. That's the keyhole there. I can tell you, definitely, I wouldn't even have attempted it. That's just too much.
Nice shot. Crowd loved that shot, too. Well, Kim's got to come with 1 here. He's got this 2-rail kick shot. You know, this is a good kick shot, too. You control the cue ball real well with a shot. You got a chance to stick him.
That's because that one ball becomes a real big ball off that second rail, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You have,
he hit it bad.
He did too, didn't he?
He hit it a little
He might
bad.
have done all right. No, he sold it out, I think. You see that 1 on the side?
I think he's got the 1 inside.
I agree.
And the 2, well, he's going to have trouble getting on this 2. He might, what's he going to do? What kind of angle does he have? He's playing safe.
Yeah. Well, I guess it just didn't go to the side.
Mm-hmm. Does he have I think you can see this ball.
I can't tell.
It's very close. He's going up. He's going over it or around.
Is he going to hit it real light and try and spin the cue ball? Nope. I thought he was going to try and spin the cue ball on the other side. The 6.
He had the right idea to hit it and spin it down this way. Got the 6 blocking, and could have got behind the 2-3.
Sometimes it feels like the motor just can't get going, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
well, so the roles play a large part on the opportunities you get. But EFREN is looking at this combination, and he's either going to shoot that or thin it and play safe. But I think he's going to shoot the combination. 1 on the 6.
He did, and he hit it
good.
good.
With like a perfect speed, but he didn't get a roll. It's got another combination here on the 4. Boy, he hit that ball nice, didn't he?
Sure did. Nice and smooth. He had full confidence in that ball going in.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to play left-handed. I think it goes.
No, he looks like he's shooting a 1 ball.
Yeah.
Wow, he had room to go right and past there.
That's another thing, you know, from almost anywhere you can be as a spectator, you really still can't see it as perfectly as a player can on the table.
He hit that ball nice left-handed. Well, he's got 2 up in the corner, and he's looking at 3. I don't know if 3 goes by the 7.
I can't tell. We'll see what he does, of course.
Uh-huh.
The way he's hesitating, it looks like it doesn't. I think he's going to probably draw this ball back. Let's see. Draw it back. No, he
I
must
just
go.
forced it over. He's got room. I'd say it doesn't look like he's got room, but he's either got room or he's going to play the combination.
Didn't look like the one went either, did it?
Yeah, really.
Well, he doesn't really have a very good angle from where the cue ball is for this combo to be able to get sure of getting shape on the 3 ball after without having to move the cue ball.
It looks
out.
like he's looking at the combo.
It looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's hard to tell from this angle, but it looks like he's looking at the combo.
Right. I think you're right. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think he's looking at the combo.
Yeah.
As long as he's looking at it, he just made it. And he's got a little angle here on this. What's the touchy out here?
This is what he was afraid of, I think, was getting shape on that 3 ball.
Mm-hmm.
If he hit it too hard, the 3 might go behind the 9. And
Well, if he spins this real nicely right in between the side pocket and the 5-8, and he hit it nice.
Oh, he hit that absolutely perfect. Beautiful shot. He makes the tough look easy, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He just draws back and gets shape on his 5 in the corner. And he's out. Draw back a little bit for the 8.
Mm-hmm.
Little angle going down to the 9. And EFREN wins the 5th game and now leads the match 4-1.
Yeah, we can't say that Kim's actually playing bad, can we? It's just the opportunities haven't presented themselves to him.
He's not playing bad. He's taking advantage of most of his opportunities. And but it's tough to get these opportunities. And the less opportunities you get, the less fluid your stroke becomes on most occasions.
That's for sure.
And unfortunately, he didn't do anything on the break. And the big thing was he didn't. He broke the balls. He hit them pretty good. I mean, you don't have to really crush these balls to do any good. But I got a feeling next break he'll move over to the other side.
Well, I think you're right. I think he will.
Well, EFREN didn't make the corner ball, but he made it 3.
Actually, you know, with the cue ball moving around like he did, he didn't get on the 1. I was going to say that if he got a shot on the 1, he's pretty fortunate. That cue ball was moving. But
well, I think the most important thing is making the ball on a break.
No question.
Take a chance. As long as you don't scratch, you can always push out. And I can't tell if EFREN. No, I don't think he can spin the ball around that 5. Although he might be able to see the left side of that 1 a little bit. But I think he's going to push out. Where's he going to put it at? He's leaving the bank. I think.
And put the cue ball on the rail, which is a very good thing to do. That's what I normally do in push-outs. Is if nothing else, I'll leave the cue ball on the rail, give my opponent a real tough shot.
Well, I think any player is going to bank this 1 in the side. I mean, it's not a great shot, but it's a shot.
Bank the 1 in the side.
Yeah, I would think so, but Kim was playing safe.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I would.
The 6 ball was in the way.
No, I think he had room to get by there. I think there was room to bank that ball in there.
Well,
no? You don't think so?
We won't know now.
Well, we'll never know, but I would have thought
EFREN's got a shot at this 1 ball here. I think.
Yes, he does.
And he's great at this. He'll just spin this ball in and stay on the 2.
Well, he got past that 6 there a little bit.
He almost hurt himself with his acrobatics there, hoping
Well, I
that ball
think what
in.
he was doing is trying to come in between the 4 and the 6.
I agree. He almost overcut it, actually, it looked like, so that's why it went a little longer than what he expected. But it's an out now. This is a roadmap again.
Yeah.
He's going to play that 5 in the corner pocket, I think. No, I thought he was going to stun over and play it in the corner pocket. Maybe he tried to do that. He did, too, just from his actions.
Yeah,
That's what he
looked like
wanted
was
to
trying
do. Because now, and this is not a great shot here. He's going to have to, I mean, he's going to make it, but didn't have to be here. That's basically it.
Well, just come down the end rail and come back up. It's not his best shot, but he can do that. And hit it nicely.
He did. Of course, he'd want it to be a little longer yet. He's still short of the 6. But, you know, it's sometimes these road maps, you make one little error, get off shape, off line a little bit, you run into more and more problems. Multiply those problems from one shot to the next, don't you?
Uh-huh.
And check that one. That's a little stun check.
Yeah, he held it. Wanted to hold a little bit more, but he's got a shot here. No problem. Just make this 7. And come around, either hit the 9 or just come around and miss it. He hit it, but he's going to make that 8 as long as it doesn't get behind the 9. Spin this ball out a little bit and shoot the 9 inside.
He got away with it.
He did. Well, Kim had an opportunity there to play the safety, but it wasn't.
I think it was the right shot. I think he played it right.
Like
He just hit
that
a
shot.
little light. He just hit a little light.
Well, I can see that it's a good shot, but I thought he was going to shoot the bank. And I think that if Efren would have got the shot, he was going to shoot the bank too. But I'd have to look at it again and see if he had room to make it past that 6. But Efren has won the 6th game and now leads the match 5 games to 1. And Efren has missed 1 ball, and his Accu-Stats is at this point is a 978. And that's pretty good.
That's not bad, isn't it?
Pretty good shooting.
There he goes. That corner ball went in.
Corner ball
And
in.
he's on the 1. Oh, literally.
Yes.
Literally.
Well,
I
it looks
don't know
like
if he's got a bank here.
he might be able to bank it, but at the angle, it don't look like a real good angle.
Well,
He can jack up and
Of course
maybe
you can-
hold it, but
yeah.
he might just decide to play safe here. And the angle, I see the angle. It's
I
angled
think
into the rail. Looks like if he banks it, he has to hold it. I think he's just going to play safe. But he's looking at it.
yeah. If he figures you can make this, I think he's going to go for it.
You know,
I don't think he's
his
going to.
pockets
Safety's
are-
just as tough here. What are you going to do with the 1 ball? You're going to hit it hard to
you
get
bank,
over.
no, you bank it, but
He's
he's
playing it
shooting at the ball.
Playing it. No.
He's thinking about it. But no, you just shoot the ball, and it comes back on the end of the rail, and you leave the cue ball down here behind the 7. I think that's where the angle takes you. It goes in, you kind of push the cue ball into the rail a little bit, and you just draw it a little bit, and kind of you get that angle, and it comes down behind the 7. But Efren is he's going to make a legal shot here. And do something else with the ball.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Well, now that's a pretty good shot there.
Yeah.
He left him a shot, but
He
still,
did. You can see it.
it's a pretty good little shot.
Kim's jumping up in that shot pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
For
Well,
not
he just
having-
cut this ball in. I'd like to see Kim take a little more time with this.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. You know, he looks like he's a little frustrated.
He is frustrated.
That can hurt you by itself if you allow frustration to set in and start shooting the balls a little too quick just to get it over with. I used to have
Well,
that
he's going to
problem.
make this 1, I believe,
Yeah, I think so.
and the 2. Yep, I think frustration set in here for Kim.
Yeah. And then he's going to make the 3, and then he's either going to get down to make the 4-9 combo, or he's going to make a billiard 4-9. But I think he's going to get a little straight
He's
on
straight
this
in
ball.
there. He
He's
doesn't
gonna
have
play
an
the
angle to get
billiard,
over
I
there.
think. He's going to play the billiard here. Oh, he came down. He's going to play the combo. He cheated the pocket, which you can do in these pockets, and came down the background and make it an easy combo here.
Is he going to play the combo?
Oh, yeah. No,
Oh,
I
he
suppose
played the ball.
not.
Yeah, well, it's an easy out there. He didn't want to take any chances and have a dead cinch with that combo. Oh, yes. I think he played the balls correctly here. And the frustration continues for Kim Davenport.
I know what it feels like to be sitting there while your opponent's putting the racks together or beating you up anyway.
It is. He got an opportunity with that bank or the safety, and he misplayed the safety a little bit. Well, he didn't really misplay it. He just didn't get behind the ball. Never made the shot and run out. And when he did, in the game he did win, he broke the balls, didn't make anything. He's feeling very frustrated, and Efren's making that corner ball almost every rack. He breaks them. He's made balls every rack.
I think what Kim's trying to do here is give him a nice tight rack, but move it either up or down from the spot to where it has been, so that Efren doesn't make the corner ball. So basically, still give him a nice clean rack, still put the 1 on the spot, but a little bit higher or lower. And you see a lot of players doing that, and it's not necessarily all that bad as long as you give them a nice tight rack and it's on the spot. But it's kind of like borderline.
Well,
That's
Efren
fooling
hit
up
those
back.
balls
He
solid.
sure did.
Made the corner ball, and
Didn't get a shot.
he got that kiss up there on that one. Just didn't give him a shot.
Well, you know, the way he spins these balls, he might just be going off the rail here, spinning that one ball in. It looks like it's a
Nah,
little
not
off
over
the
the top
rails.
of that 6. I don't think he will.
So he's just going to play the safety.
Well, he could do it 2 ways. He
Yeah.
could thin it, or he could spin it on the other side and go behind the 3-7. Well, he missed the 3-7. Well, I'll tell you, who do you think's the best all-around player in the world today?
That's all around. You mean all different games, or?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's hard for me to be able to answer that question. You know, I've the only involvement I've had with pool in the United States basically has been 9-ball on the Pro Tour.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've played maybe a dozen games of straight pool in my life, and haven't really watched too much of that. And same thing with one pocket. So it's really hard for me to answer that question.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kim is playing safe here, and
How about you? Who do you think?
well, I'm telling you, Efren is certainly one of the best all-around players, if not the best all-around player in the world, in my opinion. Plays all the games well, and he does some things you don't see any other players doing.
Well, now as soon as some of the top snooker players come moving over playing pool, maybe we'll we'll be able to add them into that list.
Yeah, well, you're talking about playing one pocket and banks and 9-ball and straight pool and snooker and billiards. Efren plays all those games.
He plays.
Although I don't know if he plays straight pool, but I don't see where he'd have any problem with the game. Efren just made a nice shot on the 1.
Mm-hmm. A little straight on the 2.
Kind of a double shot with the 1-9, but he's got a shot.
What do you think he's going to do here? To get on that 3-ball to play safe?
Looks like he's forcing it, drawing it.
Oh,
he
banked
banked
it,
it.
and oh, look at that shot. He was trying to.
Wow.
He was trying to come, draw into the rail, come off 2 rails, and knock the 3-7 out, but he left himself pretty tough.
He did.
He's going to play safety here now.
And he
This
hit
is
it.
the Efren Reyes that we know.
Hit with perfect speed. And a lot of things are bothering Kim. Kim's frustrated. Things are bothering. He's going to shoot it. He's got the jump stick now. He thinks he can get over top of this 7.
Well, I think he can too. He jumps pretty easy out there. The balls are really jumping well, so but he's seriously jumping. That's pretty fast. He's not taking much aim here.
Well, I don't know.
He
He
got
hit it just right. Nice shot.
Got the 5-9 combo.
He's got the
He's gonna play,
5-9
or do you think he's going to
combo.
play the 5?
Or he's
in?
got the 5 over in the corner.
A little tougher to get in the
and,
6 though.
Yeah, well, if he can, I can't tell, but if he can follow the 5 without hitting the 9, he could go that way. But I think he's probably going. Yeah,
he's
that is
going
the
that
way he's going to.
Yeah, he's going to go up 2 rails, come back up high. Oh.
He's looking at both shots. He's looking at the combo and he's looking
As
at
he
that
should.
too.
As he should.
Well, I think he's regrouped himself a little bit.
Well, Kim's like likes to fire. He I think he wants to get a pace going. He wants to get a momentum going with shooting fast and furious, and that's how he wants to beat Efren, is not by outthinking him, just by getting up there and outgunning him.
Well, Kim's not out of this match by no stretch of
No.
the imagination, and all he's got to do is win this game and make a ball on the break.
I agree.
And it's
Hit
back
that
on
nice.
the 8. Okay, Kim's going to pocket this 9-ball.
That'll
Now
be
trails in the
6-2.
match 2 games to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And now let's take a look at that bank shot, Efren's shot. He's going to bank this ball across the side and
Draw
draw the
left
cue
hand
ball
ball.
with left.
Mm-hmm.
Spin it on the left and draw it. Bang. Zip.
Actually,
Boom.
he hit that so good. He was
And
unfortunate
right
not to
around.
hit that 7 ball, wasn't he?
He went right
He hit
around.
that
What a
so
shot.
Good.
What a shot. Mm. Well, now, Kim...
Kim, you're right. Kim moved over,
That's
didn't
right.
he?
Kim has decided
He's no dummy.
I'm going to the other side. Now I believe he's going to check the rack.
He
which
should.
He should.
He should. He
Okay,
didn't.
now let's see what happens here. Now, I hope his... He hit him good.
And you got the 9 ball. Look at there. There we go. He says, well, let me see if I can do 2 or 3 more of those. I think he's going to try to hit that exactly the same way.
Well, now he's got 3. And you know something?
And
You didn't make any ball except the 9 ball, but the ball scattered.
That's all you need, isn't it?
That's all you need.
Yeah, he hit the balls good, nice and clean. Put all the energy through the balls. The cue ball didn't jump up in the air or anything. Just boom, right into the 1.
Okay.
Do it again. You should really check the rack, though.
He's got to control his.
A little bit different. See how the cue ball came towards the corner pocket this time instead of straight up table? And that's why the 9 ball didn't move the same way. But he did make a few balls, and he's got on the lowest ball here. You think he's going to play safety?
It's very if he can make that ball, I think he's going to shoot at it. What I was going to say on that break was that he's got to control jumping the table, not hitting the ball too hard after winning the game after being so long. You want to crush the balls.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do.
He did play safe. You know, I would, you know, he's.
No, he
but
did
you know
fine.
something?
He got it.
He's got a shot, and you know something? I thought he'd play safe. His safety game just isn't working. I mean, if he leaves Efren a shot, Efren kicks or does something, and when he plays safe, he's not getting a shot. And I don't know if he should necessarily just abandon his safety game, but if he has the choice of offense or defense, maybe he should choose offense.
Yeah,
maybe.
Pretty, pretty
There's
tough
no
shot.
definites on that, but it's something to think about.
He got, this is a core role not to get Efren safe in that shot.
Well,
he hit that good.
He had a shot. Well,
it's all right now though.
Well, if he can make the 1 or make the 2, but if he can't, he can play safe and stick him and really stick him here.
He sure can.
Unless the 2 goes 3 rails inside.
Which
but you know something, I think he can make this ball. I don't think he's going to have any problem. He's thinking about where the cue ball is going to go after it kisses that 9 or that 4 there. He'll hit it on the outside, spin that ball in. I don't know where he's going to though.
Puts him left-hand side on this ball. I think he's got check. Yeah.
Oh, he hit it with the inside.
Hit it real good. Yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do. That's good. Great shot.
Hit it with the inside.
Now his problem here is just getting on the 4 ball from the 3. Because with that 8 ball, I think he's just going to draw over to the rail and just kill it. Just kind of kill it. There you go, just like that. Now it's a roadmap, isn't it?
Well, all he's got to do is get on this 5 and.
Doesn't go in the corner, it looks like, so he's going to have to draw.
I think it's
draw 2 rails, come back in the middle of the table. There we go, just like this.
Yeah, there it goes.
Now, he could have got better angle on this 5 ball.
Yeah, it's
going to
what
go
it
2
is when
rails
you're
again.
behind. You always get those little funny angles. He can shoot easier. He can come around 2 rails and shoot 7 in the corner.
Yeah. Ooh.
And he's coming
he decided,
way around.
to heck with this. I'm going to go all the way around and get close to that 7 ball.
That's right.
That's all right. That's when you're, especially when you're down a little bit, sometimes it's important to hit a cleaner, a little more firmer shot rather than having to finesse balls. Finesse those balls when you're ahead. You got a good rhythm. Punch them in when you're not so sure.
That's a thought.
Oh, you can see the desire in Kim's eyes. Huh? He wants to win this match.
Oh yes. Well, Kim's won the 10th game. Now trails in the match 4 games to 6, and
got
right
momentum.
back in this match.
Got the momentum. Won the last 3 games, and hitting the ball's good.
Yes, he is.
It's one of the things we should mention to the amateurs listening to this this tape is you're never out of it until it's over. The fat lady doesn't sing in this game, but it's never over until it's over. It's a great game. You can be down 10-0 in a race to 11 and still come back and win. You just have to dig deep and have your desire come up.
Well, Kim made that corner ball, and he can see the 1. He doesn't have a good shot, but he can see it.
And there's still frustration in him, though. You can see by.
Well, he wants to get a good roll. You finally get a break. You want to break him and get a roll. But now he can cut this ball in the corner.
And go 3 rails, right hand side.
Or he can overcut it and play safe.
I think
he could do one. I think he can make it right. He can overcut it and play safe and not get the kiss.
I tell you what, I think he's going to go for this ball, and he's going to try and with a little bit of right-hand sidings and go 3 rails.
He might, but he's if he leaves them guys shot, the 2's right there to break out those next balls. He made
Just
it.
like that. Yeah, I would have done that myself, because it's no harder to do that than it is to play the safety.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still in control.
Mm-hmm. As long as you make the ball.
Yeah, of course. Now that 6 ball can pose to be a problem here, but I think if you can get on the right part of the 3, you can break it up to 3.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I think he wants to do that.
I don't know if he
Oh,
does or not.
June. Oh. Waving his hand.
I don't know if he can or not.
He can't now.
Well, I don't know if he wanted to, because see where those balls are. He didn't want to break that out with the shooting the 3, because you got to get on the 4. No, I wouldn't like that.
He's going to break it with the 5.
Yeah, he's going to have to get an angle so he comes straight across and kiss into him.
Tell you, I think he should have come up a little bit further in that shot for the 4, so he can get himself more angle on the 5.
Well,
now he's kind of straight in. I'm pretty close to straight in. Real tough to do anything on that 6 ball now.
well, that's he wants to get over and play safe on the 6.
I think so now.
But
Gonna go forward here.
well, he's got this is a tough shot.
It sure
Get over
is.
in good position on the 6. He might consider, although he doesn't have a good shot here, is playing safe on this shot instead of waiting to the 6. But I don't see a good safety here.
I think he's better off playing on the 6. I think that's about as good as you could do right there.
He didn't get quite where he wanted to, but he does have a shot here. But if the cue ball wavers just a little bit and going over there,
I think he's
you're
going to
dead
try
on
to play
the shot.
play the cue ball behind the 9. I think that's what he's going to do here. Oh no, he did it. That's great. That's a good shot. You know, I mean, he didn't get the result he was wanting, but at least he left it really tough. Oh no, but EFREN's going to play a real kill shot here and leave him behind the 7, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, almost too
What
far.
happened? Now we got a good shot.
Yeah, it's over the side. This is not where you want to leave it. EFREN's not happy either.
No.
You don't want to leave that 6 ball over the side pocket. All he's got to do is hit it.
Well, he's got a good chance of making this ball. It's not a gimme, but
He's gonna
he's
hit it
got a
light or
good
high?
chance.
He's going to hit it light here.
Uh-huh.
A little hard.
Well, I think he's left there from the shot. Well, like I say, those kick shots are never gimmies.
No question about that. But EFREN could have left that 6 ball a little bit tougher.
Mm-hmm. And Kim could have got a little bit of roll and not left him shot in the corner there. He hit it
Sure
with good
could've.
speed. Hit it with good speed. Well, EFREN has won a game. Kim had won 3 in a row.
You know where I think, basically though, when Kim shot the 4 ball into the side, or 3 ball into the side pocket to get onto the 4 ball, get to the 5, I think that's where his problem started.
Mm-hmm.
If he'd have got up a little bit higher so he could draw off the 4, draw straight out, give himself perfect angle on the 5 to break out the 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was his first problem. He shot the 3 ball in the side pocket too fast.
Yeah. Well, EFREN wins the 11th game now, leads the match 7 games to 4, and EFREN is breaking from the same spot. But I thought when Kim played the safety that he should have tried to put the 6 behind the 7 and leave it close up there instead of the shot. The shot he made, I think he just got out of line a little bit, and they had to play that safety, or felt more comfortable playing that safety, because the other safety, the cue ball could have wavered a little bit and went over there and you're dead. You could leave the guy straight in.
Yeah. Well, he's got a real good opportunity here. It's fortunate. I think that's the first time EFREN didn't make a ball on the break, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And he left the 1 ball right over the hole with really easy to get on the 2 here. And a little firmer than he wanted.
Yeah, well, I think the table just to speed it up. The rails were just a little springy, and you got to take that into account when you stroke
More
the ball.
people in here.
Yeah, and
Of
he shouldn't have any problem. You know, just go draw the rail and come back, but it's not a
Or he won
gimme like it would have been, not as easy as it would have been.
Well, that 4 ball wasn't exactly the easiest.
And do you play shape for that 4 ball in the far corner or this corner here? down closest to us.
Well, you know, I can't tell the angle. It all depends on an inch one way or the other here as far as the angle goes with the 3 ball. But I think you want to play it for the other corner, for the far corner. That way,
We got an option.
just like he did here. He played it good. Oh no, what a bad roll. I mean, that's such a horrible roll.
Yeah. He's not looking. See, he didn't come down. Look, he might have been able to thin it and hit that forward a little bit.
He hit that good though.
Yeah, he
Hit
did.
it good.
Hit
He's
it
going to
good.
get a good break out of this.
And he
Behind the 6.
Well, you can't see it. But Efren's got a good kick shot here, and Efren's going to hit these kind of kick shots real good. I mean, it's not. He's going to hit. You can hit a full ball and leave him behind those balls. But I thought Kim should have come down, look at that ball, see if he could go rail first and thin it a little bit. Just leave Efren way up on the table, and leave the ball close to the rail, but not in front of the side pocket. But he's still feeling a little frustrated. Well, Efren hit the ball.
Actually, Efren hit it really good. You know, he maybe a little heavy, but as far as the angle went, everything was pretty good. They're a little lighter, and he'd be behind the 7 because he moved the 7 up, and other balls would have stayed in the way as well. He just hit a little heavy.
Well, I don't know what his plan was, but I thought he'd try to kick it through there without moving those balls. You know, and he got with all those balls there without anything moved, he got a chance of sticking him. But it might have been his plan. He might have just mishit it a little bit. It was off the rail. And
well, as you mentioned, the rails are getting a little bit springier, probably, and you know, just for the audience sake, when there's more people in a room, it seems to get a little bit more humid because of the more people breathing, and that affects our rails.
Moisture, amount of moisture in the air, humidity. Well, Kim's got a little tap in here.
And there we go. Now it's 7-5.
All right.
What a difference between 8-4 and 7-5, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Kim is hanging right in there, and I'm telling you, just a couple of breaks the other way, and he could be leading this match.
Well, we got a real good group of matches here tonight, don't we? We got Mike Siegel in here playing Nicky Varner. We got Dave Shartsey, the underdog, playing Tommy Kennedy, and George Breedlove playing Reed Pierce. A lot of great matches going on here. Of course, this one is certainly the right feature match.
Well, I'm telling you, Efren's got to check his rack. He's racking that 9 ball. Every time Kim's broke it, is shot towards that corner pocket. It was going in that time. He got kissed out.
Well, it did the same thing when Efren broke last game.
He did.
Well.
I didn't notice that.
Almost went in.
Ooh. Well, they're both racking the same way. Now, Kim's going to kick this ball or jump.
I think he's trying to kick it and try and hit it on the far side to come down table and make the 9 with the key ball.
Or at least stir him up and leave the key ball down there.
And at the same time, he might make the 2 ball in the corner pocket here.
Right.
And the 4 ball's there as well. So, you know, there's a lot of options here. If he's going to
And
spin this ball.
he shouldn't scratch coming down that way.
No, of course not, because of that 9 ball. Trying to make a scratch shot here, don't you?
Well, he don't like the kick shot for some reason.
Maybe the 8 ball.
I think the side pocket might be in the way, if you know what I think. But no, maybe he can't. Maybe he can see it.
Well, let's take a look here. He's going to stun it.
He's going to hit it pretty hard.
And he made the 4 ball and the 2. That'll work.
Well,
see, the rolls do even out, don't they? The rolls
got to
even
roll.
out.
Just needs to make this 5 here, and he's thinking about it. He's getting ready to shoot now. He's just going to think about. I don't want to miss this one. That's what he's thinking about.
I hope he doesn't think that. That's
well, that's what he was thinking about there. Now he's going to make it.
Nice, smooth stroke. Nice and solid. Just punch it right in.
He made.
Boy, he did.
I'm telling you, he was thinking about missing that ball.
Well, then that's probably the problem. You know, shouldn't be thinking about missing it.
Well, he did the right thing. He was thinking about missing it. He got up off the shot and moved around a little bit. But then he got down. He didn't shoot his natural rhythm. He got down. He took too much time. He should have got up again.
Did somebody in the audience maybe
oh, well, it's something
move
could
as
have
he was
happened.
going to shoot? I didn't notice.
Well, something could have happened.
Because that, of course, can take your eye right off the shot and make you miss a shot like that.
Look at this. Look at this.
Played both. He played both. He played.
I think he did.
If he misses the bank, he gets the 9-ball anyway. And that's
Well, Efren knows
great
he's
shot.
lucky to get a shot here. I mean, not just lucky,
you
but
bet.
he's
You
very
bet.
fortunate to get a shot there.
Well, look, it would have gone 7-6 with Kimmy breaking, and it could be.
Well, Efren's won the 13th game, and now leads the match 8-5.
Yeah, well.
Oh, don't mark up too, Efren. Well, shoot.
Kimmer's
Well, he
gotta be
just
feeling frustrated here.
he just got out of rhythm there. Well, Efren's gonna. Let's see, Efren broke him last time. He didn't make a ball, right?
Oh, 1 ball on the side.
On
9 balls
the
going
side.
towards that corner pocket again.
It did. It didn't go over there like it did
Nope,
when Efren
no.
when Kim broke him though.
Agreed.
He also
But Efren
made the
got a
corner
bounce.
ball.
Efren got a bounce in the 1 ball though when he's breaking into that ball, into the 1 ball, or bouncing the cue ball. I mean. But look, he's just perfect on this 3 ball to get on the 4. It's just a roadmap. But you don't want to be straight in that 4 ball. You want to be further down. You think that jumped on him a little bit?
It
The cue
could
ball
have.
again?
It could have, or it could, yeah.
He wanted to be another
he wanted to
6,
be
7
further
inches.
down.
Yeah.
He wanted to come down in between the 6 and 8, shoot to 5. Now he's kind of straight in. Looks like he's straight in. Might have a little bit of angle, but I
If he
think
has
he's
a little
pretty
bit,
straight
he's
in.
gonna stun it with a little bit of left-hand side and really stun it. And go over off to the rail and then come down, just like this.
Did have a little angle.
Might have to cheat the pocket a little bit there too. But here I think he's just going to go on the other side, past the 8, back on the rail, between the 7 and the 8, get back over the 6. Whoa.
He hit it with the inside, I'm going to tell you.
Inside, that's a tougher shot.
He hit it with the inside, but I'm going to tell you something. I think that he hit that ball wide, didn't he? I was going to say the moisture grabbed it, but the moisture
he
didn't
just
grab it.
undercut
That
it.
ball like squirted on him a little
He
bit.
overcut it, that's right. He
Yeah.
overcut it, didn't he? And I would have played the, and you know, he plays that spin shot, you know, with the outside spin so well. I'm surprised he didn't play it that way.
Evidently, it wasn't a natural angle. He was afraid he was going to run into something over there.
I
He didn't
suppose
like
the
that.
7 ball, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Well, you should have taken a look at it. It's easy for us to talk though over here, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he evidently thought that, or he would have shot it that way. Nice shot.
That's a good
Ken.
shot. It's a real good shot.
Made a good shot.
Well, I've never missed a ball from this chair. How about you, Howard?
Not yet. I misguessed a few. And Kim has won the 14th game and now trails in the match 6-8.
He's a great champion, and one of the things that separates a great champion from just another good player is their intestinal fortitude, I guess is the way to say it. Ability to come through even when they're frustrated and things are going bad.
Kim's feeling the heat a little bit. He's frustrated. But you can see that he gets frustrated and does something, then he recovers and he makes a good shot. But he just needs to level himself out here a little bit.
Yeah. When he can get right on the match.
And his adrenaline, not let too much adrenaline jump up here and jump the table or scratch.
That's correct. Ooh,
and he hit him good.
He
didn't let that happen. He hit him good. Didn't
Well,
make
he didn't
anything,
make a
but he hit him good.
Didn't make a ball. And you know, how important do you think it is to check the rack, Howard? Do you check every rack?
No, it depends on who I'm playing.
Well, I mean, what if you're playing the most honest guy in the world and he racked the balls as good as he could, left it, and just as he left it, it moved just slightly? Would you not think that's possible?
That normally don't happen. Normally they're the froze or they're not froze.
What if it happens once? Is that enough?
Well, it does. That just normally doesn't happen. It depends on who you're playing. But I think it's important to check the rack. But depends on how the balls are racking. Normally they rack. The guy either freezes them or he doesn't freeze them.
Well, let's say another thing. How about if the balls freeze up high and they also freeze a little low? And if you're making the ball in the side pocket, you know, the 1 ball in the side pocket or a corner ball every time, and it was up top, up high, but you didn't check the rack, and he froze him a little low, whether he did it on purpose or not. Now he froze him a little low. Now, of course, the ball's not going to react the same way, is it?
No, it isn't.
But if you know the difference, you might just adjust a little bit and be able to break them differently. That's all. That's my point.
Well,
is
you
that
might.
You can then learn as to how you should break it.
Well, Efren made a combination, and he is now leading the match 9 games to 6. And before this rack, Davenport had pocketed 45 balls. He missed 11 balls, 2 safety errors, 1 position error, and he was shooting
It's 2, isn't it? 2 balls.
Missed 2 balls? It still counts. Yes, that's right. That is 2 balls, not 11. I was like to say 11 balls would be a lot.
Heck, that's even
1
a lot for
position
me.
error, and he is his Accu-Stats is 904 for a score. Efren has pocketed 65 balls, missed 2 balls, 2 position errors, but he's shooting a 942.
It's a pretty good pool.
And so they're both playing good pool. And Efren has broke the balls, has a shot on the 2, and he's shooting at it, and he makes the ball. The cue ball is flying around the table and coming down close to the 9.
Yeah, I think he snookered himself. Now explain
think he
this
did.
Accu-Stats thing a little bit, Howard.
Yes.
What is the best score you can have in Accu-Stats?
Well, the best score is 1,000,
Uh-huh.
and I believe there's been 1,000 shot in the finals of a tournament.
Wow.
I believe one, but it's very hard to attain. I know I played Efren one time. I was playing here, and I shot a 936, I think, or 9. It was 927. I shot pretty good, but I was playing Buddy Hall, and he shot a 912 and beat me. And then my next match I had to play Efren, and he shot a 969 on me.
Wow.
And it was tough to overcome.
And what kind of things does Accu-Stats do to judge that score? How does that score come about?
Well, they count the balls pocketed, errors, obviously the balls you missed, your kicking errors.
Oh, he
and
spun
your
that in
position
so
errors.
nice. Look at that shot. That's
Was a
great.
nice shot.
And he's perfect in the 4-ball. That's a great shot.
Balls pocketed, balls missed. You're scratching on the break, kicking errors and safety errors and position errors. Something like baseball. It's hits and outs.
All right. Well, it's great that we have that kind of a system going on, so we can judge how we're doing and how much better we have to practice certain things, don't you think?
Well, it is, and Pat has a manual at one time. I don't know if it's still available, but if you buy it, had all the Accu-Stats of all the matches that you'd played, and you could.
Heck, I think I'm
Check
going to get
your-
mine. I think I'm going to get one.
Well, it's pretty. Not anymore. It's not available, but it was a pretty valuable thing, especially if you're going to handicap some matches.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think everybody likes to handicap matches a little bit.
Ooh, oh, he's all right. He's all right.
9 ball in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Nice and solid.
So he had a better rhythm
Yeah.
on that. He didn't hesitate.
All right.
Long. Okay. Kim has won the 16th game.
Mm-hmm.
Now trails in the match 7 games to 9.
Well, he's still very much in the match here.
He is. He's been, since he caught up, he's been going along at this pace. Now if he can just make a ball and a break, he can get a shot. It's going to tighten this match up a little bit.
You ever beaten either of these guys, Howard?
Yeah, I've played both these guys, and I've beaten Kim a few times, and Efren, I've never beaten Efren.
Rotten guy.
At the last 2 matches has went to the hill.
Wow, that's pretty good. Well, I played both of them 2 matches each, and I played Kimmer here, and I played him also in.
You make the 9
I
ball
just
in
made
the
the
break.
9 in the break. The boy, the audience really likes
And
that,
the
don't
score
they?
is now Kim trails in the match 8 games to 9.
And he's breaking.
And he is breaking, and I know the way that he's going to make that. I mean, the 9 ball is shooting over there on that break, and he had a good. He's made it twice this set,
Mm-hmm.
and frankly, that
Look,
is
he's going
putting-
back to the side now.
And he is now going to the other side, and I can't believe that.
Neither can I.
I would have to break him over there until something happened. But
Well, they've been getting good results from those.
you know what you were talking about, how you move the rack up and down the spot. Maybe
Mhm.
everyone just move the spot.
So he knows he breaks them harder from that side. And I think that's the thing. That's the way it is with me. I break
I
them
don't
harder
know why,
from that
but
side.
We have to ask him about why he moved this.
After having such good results. I don't understand.
Well, he must have saw something in the rack, but I don't know what it was.
I think he just wanted to hit him harder. I think that's what it is.
Nah.
No?
Not if he's making the 9 ball on the break. I don't know if he's hitting them plenty hard enough over there. I don't know what it is, but he saw something. Well, Efren's going to try to cut this one in.
Go
He hit it with inside. Boy, he hit
inside.
that ball nice.
Sure did. And he got a good roll from it. He deserved it. He hit it real good.
Ball good. He can draw it and miss that 9. Come around for the 3. You don't particularly like the shot, but that's the shot he's got.
Yeah.
Did he get enough on it?
No. Well, you could play this on the side or bank to the side. No, 6 balls no way there. I didn't see it with.
Well, he might be able to bank it around the 6, but I don't think.
I think he's going to play
that.
safety here.
Yeah, I know he. I don't know how it's going to kiss off the 6, but he could cut this ball in the corner, and I think that's what he's looking at to see where the ball's going to go if it kisses the 6.
Wow. This corner here.
Yeah, he can cut that ball in there.
I think you're right. I think it's exactly what he's doing. What? Cue ball's going to fly though. Oh,
No,
he's
he banked
banking
it.
it.
He banked that
Oh,
ball.
I think you'd want to bank that short instead of long, but he might have got a good roll.
He could. I thought he was going to cut that ball in. It looked like a better shot than that. Evidently, he didn't even look at it. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay. Kim is looking at the 3 ball. See if he has a shot.
Now he's got two choices to make this ball. He's actually far enough away from the 4 to jump this, or he could even spin it around. If he jumps it, he doesn't have as much control over the cue ball as if he spins it. What do you think?
He can do that, or he can actually play safe, but he's going for the ball.
He is.
And he's going to jump it.
Yeah, I think I'd do the same thing. And went for the 9 ball at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a triple shot there.
I agreed with that. That's another thing, why the difference of spinning it to jumping it. He has a much better chance of making that 9 ball on the jump than he did on the spin.
Well, the jump shots are real accurate, and that spin, you got to have a real good feel for the table as to the humidity in the room and everything.
Yeah, I agree. Certainly, I would have played the jump.
Well, I think Efren's just going to go ahead and cut this ball on the side.
I agree with you.
And come out, but it's not going to have a real good shot. But I don't know. He's looking at something. Oh,
doesn't look like he's playing at the side.
No. Well,
playing the bank.
He went for the bank. I couldn't see the bank. I thought he might be trying to draw it around the corner, but. Well, he missed the bank and he's left him a shot. But Efren's been sitting in his seat a little while. And so he stepped up, took an aggressive shot.
Sure did, but to pocket the ball, I think that was a better choice to bank it with a solid shot than trying to spin that ball in the side pocket. That was a tough shot.
Well, I noticed these tables
are
a little tougher to bank on. They seem to go wide when you don't expect them to sometimes, and especially if you hit them real hard. Normally they just they come shorter when you hit them hard.
I found them a little bit inconsistent, is what I found.
You might say that. Kim's going to cut this ball in and come back and forth for position.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he made it, but he hit it a little wide.
Yeah, sure did.
And
that's probably why he's so far away from the 6 ball, because he cut it a little bit thinner than what he wanted to.
Well.
But he's got actually good angle. All he has to do is just pocket this with some draw and draw over to the side rail, and he's going to be perfect in the 7 ball.
If he pocket this ball, he'd be in good shape.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything fancy with it. Just make it with draw, which is your best way of doing it anyway. You have much better control than. He's not too happy.
He's got a little angle on this ball here.
Would you draw this back and play the 8 ball on the far corner?
If I had a little angle down that way, I would, rather than follow it.
I think he's going to do the same thing. Just draw it back to the side rail and just like that.
That's just like that.
That's perfect.
shoot it down the corner. You can just
follow a little
hold
bit.
the cue ball, or you can just follow a little bit. Either one. Soft it, or you can just firm it. Either way.
Well, and you hit it solid. That's probably a better way of doing it. But go forward, but hit it solid.
Right.
That way you don't get
Well,
the
I'll
skid.
tell you one thing. He didn't pop that ball. He did it carefully.
Good. That was a good. Here we go. We got a 9-9 game now. This is great.
Well, Kim's come back and tied it up. Efren went for that bank, but Kim was the breaks are about even in this match. Counting the 9-ball in the break as a break, I would.
Let's see if he goes back to the same side as he just finished with, or back to the side that he was getting good results from.
Well,
what do you
I'm
think?
sure. Well, I think he's got to come to this side over here.
Where he made
But
the
he's not. He's going back to the other side. And now,
I don't understand it.
That stuns me right there.
Shocks me. But I think he just likes breaking that side better. I know I do.
I don't know what it is, but he's sure got good results on the other side. He made the one in the side.
Yeah. And the 3 in the corner. He's on the 2. I just believe that he likes to be in a position where he's more comfortable and more confident. And I think that particular side is where he's more comfortable.
Well, at the end of this last rack, with the score 9-9, Reyes is shooting a 923, and Davenport a 924, or vice versa.
Pretty close. Not much difference between them anyway. Pretty good.
It is a pretty close match.
Now that shows how accurate these Accu-Stats are as well. When you see that it's 9-9, and they are playing very much alike, and the score is almost identical.
Well, Kim has settled down and is stroking the ball nicer. He's hitting the ball smoother. He's not jerking, and he's not either trying to fire that ball like he did the 5 up in the corner when he missed it. When he got up and then he looked uncomfortable. And
perfect.
On the 5, just
I think play the 6 ball in the same corner you just played the 4 in. Draw into the rail to get straight in on the 6 or a little bit of an angle, and then just come down for the 7 ball. And
yeah, you want to come. Well, if you don't get down far enough, that 9 could present some problems. Well, let's see. See how he gets.
Well, because of where the 8 ball is, though,
Right.
it's not going to be too much of a problem. All he's got to do is pocket it and get on that 8. So I think he wants to get on the 9 side of the 7 ball. And of course,
Well,
it looks
I don't know
that
if he's got the angle to do that. He's got a little bit of angle. He might be able to come straight down like that. No, he's coming right toward it.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, he's all right, but he still looks to me like he's got to run into that 9.
I think he's gonna miss it on the other side.
Think so?
Yeah, he's gonna draw over,
Uh,
actually stun over,
okay.
and just come up 2 rails for the 8 ball on the side. Just like that.
Oh, hit it nicely. Hit it nice. Looked like he might run into the 9. But he got right around
Well, I think he
it.
could have. He could have, of course, but he just stunned it enough to got himself on the outside of it.
Well, Kim is winning the 19th game.
There we go. He's ahead now.
Leads the match.
Wow.
10 games to 9. Yeah, this is turning into a nice match here.
Frustration seems to be all but gone from Kim's,
Yes, it has.
and he's ready to take control and win the match. I think that's all that's in his mind right now.
Well, Kim didn't like that rack. He's got Efren racking him again. Okay. After 19
There's Scott
games.
Smith, the tournament director, right there in front of you, crossing his arms, overlooking the matches that he's done so many of over the last few years. Scott does almost all of our tournaments, doesn't he?
Yes, he is. He's our permanent tournament director now. We have a few variations along. I know Pat does some of our tournaments, the U.S. Open, and maybe he might fill in one or two more, and he may have some more coming up. I don't know about that, but it certainly does U.S. Open. And now, is the rack satisfactory? Yes. And Kim's going, which side he's going to?
Going
the other
back
side.
to the side. Well,
but after 19 games, Davenport has pocketed 70 balls, missed 2, no scratches on the break, no kicking errors, 2 safety errors, and 1 position error. And Reyes, who now trails in the match, has pocketed more balls, 72 balls. He's missed 3 balls, no scratches on the break, no kicking errors, no safety errors, but 3 position errors. And at this point, Reyes is shooting a 9.23 and Davenport a 9.33.
Kimmer was using a little dance routine there to try and convince the balls to go his way.
Well, it looks he made a ball on the break. Did he make the corner ball?
He made a ball on the break. I think it was the corner ball.
And it looks like he can cut this ball on the side, but it's a thin shot. He also might be able to bank this ball. It's not a choice. It's not a choice shot, but he has a couple of choices on the shot. He's firing at something here.
I think you're right. I think he's going to bank it here.
He's going to bank it or cut it. That's for sure. And he
No,
cut at
went
it.
for the cut.
He went for the cut. He just didn't.
Which was the safest shot.
Well, he has left EFREN, I think, behind the 6. But EFREN should have no problem hitting this ball. But I don't think he really has a shot.
That one ball is obviously cuttable because Kim hit quite a bit of the ball.
Yeah,
there's a lot more ball to hit yet to cut that. He could overcut that ball, I think.
Oh well, he did have a shot. This takes a delicate shot here. Well, EFREN don't look like he's hitting it. It looks like he's getting ready to kick it hard. And
yeah,
he did.
And he got the ball, but he also got the cue ball. This is another road map here.
Yeah, and I would.
Except for the 8 ball. The 8 ball can pose to be a
problem. That might have
problem.
been a kicking error there. I mean, he hit the ball, but he hit it at a bad angle to hit it with that speed. And well, I'll tell you something.
What was that?
Kim came up with a little short arm.
Sure did.
Short armed that shot a little bit.
Sure did.
Now he's got to hit this shot good.
Yeah, a little bit inside
gimme.
stun, a little bit inside stun to make the ball and stop over there for the 5,
Wow,
just
he
like
hit
that.
The ball good.
Sure did. Was cheating that corner pocket, that cue ball, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That could have been disastrous there.
Well, should get out here, but both these guys are feeling the pressure a little bit, I think.
Another thing about Kim Davenport, he's one of the originators of Target Pool, which we've played a few of that and a few tournaments of that and. On our tour, and it certainly helps your position game and your control of whitey, doesn't it?
It sure does.
I think it's one of the greatest practice games that are out there.
It's going to help your game, and it's fun to do too. It's
Sure
fun
is.
to play.
Sure is.
And he's just going to make this ball get position on the 8, and he got a little bit of an angle here. Well, he can just draw it back a little bit and have a shot on the 9, but could have been a little closer to the rail here, or a little farther off. Well, he's
firing.
He had it far enough.
And he's got that fierce look in his eyes. He's wanting to win this, and he can taste the win.
What? Okay, we're going to take a look at EFREN's kick shot, see exactly how he hit it. I think if he was going to hit it that angle, he should hit it a little easier, I believe. But here it comes. Boom! As you see, he hit it hard, and the cue ball came right down in the corner.
I think he was trying to hit it a little more on the other side of the 1 ball to get that 9 ball moving. I think to get other things happening. And
you know something? That's not an error that EFREN will make. I mean, he will not make that error very often. He will hit that shot like he wanted to hit it.
Right.
Rather than like he hit it. Well, Kim is still going to that side of the table. I wonder why.
Well, because he's making some balls on. He made a ball on it the last 2 times, and
Yeah, but that.
and like I said, he's comfortable there. I really believe that's it. Instead, he's just comfortable on that side, and he wants to be in control. He doesn't want to just have to adapt. That's my feeling about it. I mean, I'm not sure I would do that, but if I'm making balls on the one side, I'll just keep making them.
Well, Efren's going to
play the bank, but bank safety. You know, it was definitely the shot. It was right there in front of him, and he could be on the 2-ball. It was the right speed, everything, I think. Of course, the only way he could really get screwed there was if it hits the titty and goes back towards that side of the table.
And that's Kim's going to rail. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, there's some funny terminology in this game, and sometimes we just use it without
thinking.
Forget
about the point, don't you?
The point is what I meant. I don't know why that came out.
Well, here we are. Efren, I think, has a shot here to cut this ball in. Yes, looks like he can cut it in. Where's the 2? Well, he just cut it in and go back and forth. But it might be a little bit too thin. I can't quite tell. Well, he didn't like it for some reason, or maybe he's just taking a little extra time to make sure he makes it. I can't tell if he's got a shot, but he acts like he has a shot on it.
Yeah, he's going to do something, obviously. I think he's going to cut it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bet.
Well,
Look at that.
That's what he was looking at.
Look at that.
I thought he could go in between the 4 and 5, or in between the 4, 5, and the 6, in between the 4 and the 6.
There's a lot of knowledge there, you know, controlling that cue ball and miss the 5 and 4.
He kept looking and looking, and he hit it perfectly. He's getting on the rail here.
Yeah, hit that a little bit light, or maybe it bounced on him a little bit when he hit the 3. I can't tell.
Yeah, I think he was just coming down the table and it ended up over on the rail. Hit a little wide or something. Now then.
Just going to try and see the 4-ball, I think. I think that's all he wants to do is just see it. Yeah.
He made it. And now I think he evidently has room to make the 4
it looks
in the
like
corner.
It.
Just make him
But
come around for
I
the
think he
5.
wants to get high on the 5 too. Here, rather than trying to get low, I think he wants to get high on the 5. What do you think? Oh, he's gonna
he came
right into the 6. Say, what the heck with it? Why?
well,
let's not bother snickering
to
myself.
Spin it so he make sure he has control of that cue ball. He knows where the cue ball is going, and depending on the roll. Just draw it up there and get an angle on this 6.
Yeah, you want to be up there. Yeah, that's good.
Well, he's up there pretty good ways, maybe a little farther than he wanted to be, but I think he's okay.
Better up there than straight in on the darn thing.
All right. Hit it nice. Good angle, a little angle on the 7.
Yeah. Do you want to be straight up in the center of the table here?
Yeah, so you can draw the ball.
A little bit past center of the table?
Up close as you can.
I don't think I want to be there, but that's not, I mean, you can still get on the 9, but it'd make it a little tougher.
Yeah. I would want to be over a little bit more. Rail come back down, but
cheated on that side and draw back over here. He's all right.
Yeah, he's got a shot, but he had to
force it.
He had to force it a little bit.
Yeah. There you go.
Notice Efren didn't roll that ball. He spun it. And Efren has won the 21st game and now trails in the match 10 games to 11.
Well,
Efren showed a little more poise, and he wasn't in a hurry during that rack. The last rack, when he got him shot that bank, he wailed away at it, but he's been a little more cautious that rack.
Well, he's not going to go over that right side, is he?
A couple of good shots, too.
Yes, he did. Let's see that 9-ball. Let's see how that 9-ball is going to move towards that corner pocket. Now, look at that. That's the first time Efren checked the rack.
Yeah, he checked it.
That's what he should do.
And he's getting ready to break these balls.
I think he's going to try and break them, come into this
ball
rail.
About every time.
There he goes, right back into that rail.
And this time the 5-ball kicked over there. He's got a shot on the 1, but not a great shot.
A 1-pocket shot.
Or a safety shot.
But you know what? He can bank that and also move into that 3-ball, knock the 3-ball in the side pocket.
Yes,
I think that's what he's looking at. So he's going to try and bank the one, a little bit of right-hand draw on the cue ball, so he can throw the one bank, and also move that 3 ball into the side pocket at the same time.
Yeah, but it depends on the speed he hits it. He may end up over behind the 6-9 if he kisses that 3 just right, or even possibly scratch over in that corner with the 6 and 9. Is that? Well, he might. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do here. He's thinking about something. I think he may be thinking about playing safe. Hit it thin.
Or maybe forgetting about making the 3 at all and playing the bank, coming between the 3 and the 7, back down tail behind the 2. So if he makes it, he's on the 2. If he misses, he's left it safe.
Okay. Here we go. Looks like he's following the ball, so he's not looking at the 3.
Or the bank.
He played safe.
It's going right into these balls here. That's a pretty good shot.
Yes.
Leaving him.
He was wanting to go behind it and leave him right in there, but he hit the ball good.
Left him 9 feet, rail to rail. So
it's a fair safety.
now, if Kimmer can get on that 6-9, you think he can make that 9 ball in the corner pocket by maybe spinning off the 1 ball coming 2 rails, or
9 ball in the corner? I don't think the 9 goes. I mean, it's very close.
He's looking at it, isn't he?
But he's got to hit it real good.
What's his other safety he's got here?
I would have banked the 1 straight down the table and try to hook him behind at 8-7. That's a touchy shot.
Look, he's doing the other one. He's doing the other one. He's trying to make this. Oh, he's going to scratch.
It was a chancy shot.
Sure was.
But it was one of his few options.
And an inch here or there, he's perfect. An inch there, here or there, he's perfect on the snooker too. Actually, at that speed, I don't think he was trying to play the combo. I think he was trying to play the
No,
snooker.
he wasn't trying to play the combo. He was really playing safe all the way.
He just got a cool roll, basically.
Now, what's Efren want to do here? I think Efren's looking at playing the 2 over in this corner, or drawing down past it. See the angle he set the 1 up with?
He might be drawing right into the 6 ball. Let's just see here.
He might be, but I don't know why he would do that.
No.
No, he's playing close position on this 2. Oh yes.
Now, what do you think? You think he goes and moves that 6-9 with that because the 3 balls over the side?
I don't know. It don't look like he's doing anything. Yeah, he just moved it. Oh,
and he missed the 2. Missed the 2 and the 9. Kim goes, oh, I want a shot here. And look at this. He missed that ball, and I should have a shot.
Efren was looking more at the 6-9 than the other one.
All he had to do was make the 2. It was a little sloppy, basically.
Well, you know something, Kim here, if he can get down behind that 2, or hit the side rail and come down at enough angle,
off 2 rails.
He might. Well, I don't know if he can get in there 2 rails, but if he can get 1 rail, he might get the. Well, he could come to if he masse and get. I'm talking about comboing the 4-2 to the 4 on the 9.
I'm not so sure.
I know
he's looking at it. But I think the masse is a better one, because even with the masse, if he comes short, he can still get the 2-4 into the 9. If he comes far enough, he comes off the 2 and goes all the way down, billiards a 9 ball.
Yeah, but can you get enough speed on the ball with the masse to make the combo?
I think he can. He's far enough away from that 6 ball. I think he can do it.
Well, he's looking at it. It's a tough angle to do either one of those shots without masse and something.
Nothing easy here, is there?
No, but he could kiss it off the 6 if he just hits it solid too. I don't know if it makes 9 though.
Look at this. Oh, isn't that something?
That ball good.
What a cold roll again.
Yeah.
Frustration is starting to set back in again.
Well, he's not going to like it. A roll like that, nobody is. But he hit it good, and
hit both last 2 shots.
Sometimes you get a good roll, sometimes you get a bad roll. But he did what he could do. He hit the ball good. And
let's think about another thing too. He's on 2 here. If Efren didn't have this road map that he's got right now, he could win by getting the 3 fouls on him. And both balls were hit well, you know. Oh, he went a little far, didn't he? Look at this.
Yeah.
Went a little far.
Oh.
Left himself.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. The table's a little damp, and his ball's taking a little extra roll. These guys aren't. You've seen it in position. There, and EFREN has made 4 position errors, at least.
Well, you know, another option he has here is to kick, even though he can see the 7 ball, to kick at the 7 ball. Although I think his best here is banking the 7 into this corner pocket here, isn't it?
I don't know if he can see it that much of it. He
Looks like
can
he
see
can.
some of it, but I'll tell you what, he's got a safety here where you overcut to the 7 and you just spin it with the inside and it comes back around down here and leave the 7 up there in the middle of that reel, and you don't get the kiss doing that either. He's got that safety. I don't know if he sees it, and I don't know if he might shoot the bank.
Yeah, look at that though. He's looking at the.
No. If he shoots with the shot I'm talking about, he won't.
That's
Now,
what he's looking at.
if he tries to make this ball, shoots the 7 in the corner.
He's trying to cut it in the corner here.
No, he did. But see, you get the kiss. The ball. If he'd have made that ball, I think he gets the kiss. I think he's supposed to overcut that ball, thin it, and bring the cue ball back around down here. And 7 hits and gets out there about where the chalk is sitting on the rail. And it's down here. It's a pretty good shot.
I'm gonna have to practice that one.
It's a known shot. I rolled that shot out on a good player, and he let me shoot it. Oh man!
Look at that. He overcuts that
I
shot.
want to tell you something. The moisture is affecting these balls because Kim shot that ball just like if it was dry. People were sweating and the humidity is high. I'm telling you, the moisture is affecting these balls a lot. Well, the crowd's really enjoying this match. I'm telling you that much. There's oohs and ahs on both sides. And EFREN spun it pretty good. Everybody's going to get.
But look at this behind the net. That's not going to spring that much. No. Another kick shot coming up here, or a jump. You see, this is where a jump shot really comes in handy. Kimmer could jump this ball in, where EFREN's not jumping balls. He's going to have to kick this. Well, that jump's an awful lot easier here.
Well, he's going to try to kick this ball safe, I believe.
Well,
he's going to try to kick it up into the side rail, and up the end rail, and draw the cue ball down here. Just hold the cue ball down here.
I
down
agree.
To this end of the table a little bit.
I agree, but it's a lot of weight control here right now too on that kick.
Oh, sure it is. But he. Well, Mike, it looks like Siegel's just been eliminated by Nick Varner.
Nick's playing pretty good.
Okay, well we have to change the tape, and viewers will be right back right after this kick shot. We can't wait another minute. And EFREN has missed the whole ball. I can't believe he kicked that one.
I think, yeah, neither can I. That's I know. Ball in hand for Kim. It's 8-9. It's out, and we're going to change the tape. And
okay, Davenport ran the last 2 balls and has won the 22nd game and leads the match 12 games to 10. And he's breaking from EFREN's side of the table here.
That's back to the other side, which we think he should have been breaking from all along.
That's right.
And he's on the hill right now, isn't he, Howard?
He's on the hill, and he just made
a ball.
He made 1 ball.
And he's
he made 2 balls. I thought he made 2 balls. And did he make 2 balls? Yeah, he made 2 balls. And I think he should have been breaking movers all the time.
Made the 1 on the side and he made the corner ball, I think. Now he's got an easy shot in the 2 ball. All he's got to do is make sure he's got the perfect angle on the 3 to get down on the 4, and it's looks like another roadmap. Yeah.
But he's looking at these things very carefully. And the way the spring is this table is EFREN's got some chance to get a shot here, this rack, although the balls are pretty wide open. He's got a good angle. Well, no, he hasn't got a good angle.
That's a bad angle.
See, I'm telling you, this
table is a
little difficult.
Wow, that's incredible.
You wouldn't think that could happen, but
EFREN's would be kind of happy about this right now.
Oh, I guess so.
But Kim can go 3 rails here. Lots of spin, lots of inside spin, and come around.
Well, but it's touchy table. Touchy table.
He's
Right
got to
now.
play it. Got to play it though, doesn't he? There he goes.
Yes, it is.
About as good as he could have hit that.
Well, he hit it, but he's. I wouldn't be surprised to see him play safe from here.
Well, depending on who it is, I agree with you. But with Kimmer, I don't think so. I think he's going to spin this ball in and come around 2 rails for the 5 ball straight in the corner pocket.
He certainly looks like he's shooting at it, but he don't look too comfortable.
Boy, he went a lot
Made it.
harder. Well, again, that's one of those hit him solid instead of trying to finesse
He hit it pretty thicker. He hit it thicker than he thought he was, I believe. But he made it.
I didn't know it went in the other corner.
And
Maybe it doesn't.
I think it goes in the other corner. But he's just he's not comfortable following this ball, I don't think. I think that's what the problem is. And it looks like he's going to spin it, draw it, and spin it.
3 rails?
Yeah, with inside. It's a tricky shot here.
Just like this. Ooh, he
No.
went with inside. He went with
No,
outside.
he tried to force it. So he was afraid of the inside. He tried to force it.
Wow. I'm really surprised that he did that.
Well,
He's sick.
yes, he is. But he's
Get out one of those kangaroos and jump over this thing and make the 6 in the corner pocket. That's what you do, isn't it, Howard?
That's a little close right there.
Well,
Johnny, that's a
no,
little
let's
close.
take a look.
Yeah. So he's got a little, but it's a little close to jump.
So he wants to, if he's going to kick at this ball, he wants to hit the 6 ball on this side, doesn't he?
Yeah.
with the cue
Well, there's
ball?
another thing about kicking too. If you hit that 7, you break him out, and the guy's certainly dead out. Those balls are kind of tied up.
Well, he
you
went
gotta
hit the right side, and look what he got. Look what he got. He got
Well,
good roll.
He got a good roll.
That's a little bit thinner than he wanted, I'm sure, but
Well, he doesn't feel a bit worse than Efren did, getting sewed up on that last game, and then kicking and missing the whole ball. I mean, you can count the times on one finger. That's Efren kicks and misses the whole ball, especially one rail. I mean, I'm not sure I've ever seen him do that.
you have now.
Well, I'm telling you, that's probably the first. Let's see now. He's got this tough shot here. I would think he was just going to thin this ball some way.
You're right. Oh, he
Well,
hit
he
that
sure
so
thinned
good.
it, didn't
Didn't he
he?
hit that good?
Wow.
Oh, that's an awesome shot from there and behind the 9 and 7. Awesome shot over a ball. Wow, what a shot. At this point of the game too, that's where that's another example of a champion right there, being able to make that shot at this point of the game, being down 12-10.
Yeah, he's kind of up in the air too there.
Oof. Awesome.
Kim's got to hit this ball and not scratch. He hit it.
And he scratched.
And he broke out the ball.
And he broke out the 7 too.
Wow. Now, all the bad things that happened, everything bad happened there.
Wow, but you know what a great shot Efren did to get himself in this
He made a
situation.
terrific shot. And now,
Just draws it back right to where the cue ball is right now, and has a little angle on the 7 ball to get out and make the 9 ball in the same pocket he made the 6 ball in.
well, Efren's going to win the 23rd game and trailing the match 11 games to 12.
But breaking, and we know that
The break
balls are
forth a
going
little
in.
bit here.
Balls are going in, and hey, who do you like right now?
Well, I'm telling you, it's just about an even match. I mean, you got to give Kim the nod since he's in the lead. But it's
Well, although Efren's the one breaking, and compared to other tables, it's a lot easier to put 2 racks on these right now.
yes, it is. But
And you think his
being
confidence is up
ahead
a
in
little bit?
pool is worth a lot. Being ahead in pool is worth a lot, and still got to give Kim the edge from here. But ooh, and Now EFREN has a chance to get out here.
Sure does.
Now, I believe these balls are laying easier than the ones Kim had.
See that 9 go over that corner pocket again?
Right, but the way the balls are way the table's playing, Kim still has a chance to get a shot this rack. Not to mention, EFREN, even if he wins this game, he still has to win another game. But he's got a little bit out of the line already.
A little long. That ball kept going, didn't it?
Right, I'm telling you, the table is just playing a little different.
He cued that so straight, didn't he?
He did.
Take a look at that shaft. Boy, that was cued so straight. Beautiful.
I just make this ball and slide it over just a little bit. He's got that long finesse stroke.
Which, of course, with a long bridge gives him a better chance of aiming. But most players have a little shorter bridge than that.
Well, sure they do. But evidently his stroke is pure enough. There's not much error in it.
Oh, hit that a little light.
Yeah.
You wanted to be up there. And the way the rails are springing, you'd expect that ball to come up there.
Well, I planned myself several times. I expect the ball to come off the rail, and it just didn't come off.
Different points of the rail just seem to react differently than others.
Right.
Not very consistent.
Hit the ball nice. Now he's
it's perfect angle to get back on the 8 ball here.
Yeah, just roll over.
Just perfect.
Roll straight across the table.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Well, looks like we got a tie game here. Well.
Tie game with EFREN breaking.
Right, after 24 games, it's all tied up.
Hill. Oh, folks, if you wanted to see a good match, you've seen a good match so far at 12-12. That's the ultimate in a 9-ball match, isn't it, Howard? For spectators?
It is for the sweaters, I'm telling you.
Match is tied 12 games apiece. It's a race to 13 on the one-loss side.
It's the...
Let's hear it for EFREN Reyes and Kim Davenport.
Yeah, crowd like it. You bet. They love it.
Okay, Davenport at this point is shooting a 9-15, and Reyes is shooting a 9-17.
Wow.
So this is truly an even match.
And at the moment, who do you favor?
Well, I got to give the nod to EFREN at this point.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Providing he makes the ball on the break. If he doesn't make any on the break...
at this point, I'm talking about before he breaks.
Point. Wow, look at this.
Whoa, and he scratched. That got kicked in, though, didn't it? That cue ball wasn't going in that direction,
I was watching the 9. I didn't see if it got kicked in.
I didn't see the cue ball. I thought the cue ball was hit pretty straight into that 1, but I don't know if we have
he did make a ball, but it scratched.
If we get a replay on that or not, but...
Well, can Kim combo the 3-9? I don't know. I think he can, though.
I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to play the 1, the 3, and then get to the 4. I don't think he wants to play the 3-9 here.
Well, you might be right.
I don't think so.
But it looks like you could kiss off that 4 very easily. And he's over there where he can do it if he wants to.
Yeah, I think he's playing the 3 ball on the side and coming down for the 4.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing, but maybe the shot just wasn't there.
Well, a little wider than I expect him to, but he put some check on the ball to keep it off the rail.
Yes, it is.
Got to draw straight back, basically, a little off the rail to come straight with the 5 ball in the corner. Just wants to go all the way to the rail. There we go, all the way to the rail. Excellent, perfect.
Good shot.
Just stun the ball in here, and it'd be perfect angle on the 6 to get over for the 7 in the side. Just stun over here for the 7 in the side. Yeah, I think it's
slide over it a little bit, or he might just draw it straight back. I can't see the angle.
Yeah, he's just going to draw it straight back. I couldn't see the angle either. This is perfect.
Yeah, he's in good shape. The break with all its advantages, if you scratch, it doesn't help you at all.
Boy, it kills you. If my opponent prompts to scratch and break every time, I'd give him the break for sure. Ball in hand after...
Shoot, if he just promised to scratch half the time.
I agree.
Well, they just got the little combo here.
Wow,
Okay.
there he is. What a match. What a great
Cameron's
match.
won the match 13-12. And we're going to do an interview here or not?
Table 5, Kim Davenport. He'll be back tomorrow morning.
Okay, we're going to do an interview here.
Reyes, please. Let's give us all the hand. That was a great match today. Come on. Thank you.
It was a great match, I'm telling you. It was a great match. Now, we were going to ask Kim 2 questions. One, why he moved his break to the other side. And there was another question from earlier we were going to ask him. Do you remember what that was?
The combination at the beginning of the match, whether he was playing the combo or whether he was playing the...
Uh-huh.
Kennedy, he'll be back in the morning. Give a hand for Dave Chartier, please. Lawrence, California.
Oh.
1912.
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes right here.
Get the other 2 matches underway here shortly. This is winners bracket action.
Okay, we get the microphone hooked up here.
Rafael Martinez and Hurricane Tony Ellison.
Okay, Kim, you've been playing a nice match. But I'll ask you a couple of questions. One time you made the 9-ball on the break. When you made the 9-ball on the break, and then you switched to the other side. Did you see something in the rack that made you switch sides?
Well, no, I switched back and forth a couple of times. I felt like that I just didn't come down and threw the ball on a couple of racks. And like I might have made the 9 once and then switched, but I switched several times, I think, during the match.
Yeah, but that particular time you just had 2 great success on that side, and then you just switched to the other side. But you just felt more comfortable. You felt like you're hitting the balls better from the other side.
Right, because I know I made some balls, and then a couple of racks and I didn't make no balls, so I switched. But I might have, like I said, I might have broke real good a couple of times there, and then just went back to the other side. Why, I don't know.
Are you more comfortable on the other side normally? Is that your favorite side?
Well, I'm more comfortable on the right side of the table, which would be, facing towards.
Right.
Your side. Efren
Right side.
obviously was more comfortable on the left side. What would be the left side?
So I don't know. Maybe I seen something subconsciously and did that. I don't know, but no, I don't have an explanation for that really right now.
I had a feeling that you were just more comfortable over there normally, and you like to make the 1 ball on the side, and that you just wanted to get some power in, and you felt more comfortable over on that side, so that you went back there.
Yeah, that could be very possible. Like I said, I really don't know.
Well, the other question is, earlier in the match, you came to the table and you had the 1-6 or the 3. There was a ball up there and there was 6 balls down the corner, and we didn't know if you were playing the combination or if you hit the ball off the side.
You got a
and
safety.
Stunned the cue ball and made the.
Oh, the 1-6. Well, at that point, I broke the first rack. And I don't know. I think I made 4 balls or 5 balls, and the one was hanging in the hole, and there's a ball right to it. So then he had me 3-0, and then I had that shot.
Right.
So I said, well, I'm going to have to make something happen. So I tried to make the combination. This is what happened.
And you got a safety out of it.
Right.
Yeah, well, that can
Well,
happen.
I mean that happens. I mean.
I agree. That's what I thought you did, because I thought you wanted to come in firing, and because you like to do that, don't you?
Well, in that situation there, I mean, trying to play him safe back and forth is a no-win situation. So I figured I better try to make something happen. I got lucky.
Well, in the match here, you had a very close match, 13-12, and you pocketed 94 balls and had 4 misses, while Efren pocketed 100 balls and missed 5 balls. And you made a couple safety errors, but less position errors than Efren. And you ended up shooting a 9.22 and Reyes a 9.17. So it was a very close match. And do you have any more questions, Paul?
Well, I feel good about that. That was good. So if I shot a higher step than him, they didn't always win, but that time it happened. So
Yeah, it did. At one time, he was shooting a 9.69 against you early on in the match.
Right.
It seemed.
Well, I know he had a big lead. I knew that, and I knew if I could maybe get control of the break and something happened good, I could.
You did. The breaks turned out to be pretty even, I think, all the way around.
Right.
You made some balls on the break. But again, congratulations on a nice
Okay, well, I
match.
got one thing to say. I didn't think
Yeah.
I was going to get back to the table after I didn't get out when I
Yeah,
had him 10 to
Yeah,
12-10. I figured I didn't get out there, so I shouldn't even shoot no more, really. To be honest.
We had a lot of cool rolls against you, though, and I saw you frustrated a couple of times, yet you came through, and that's that just shows a champion. You came right through, even though you really did have some bad rolls, and Efren made his bad rolls by getting on a line a couple of times. I think you had the worst of it in the roll situation, yet you came out a winner, and that says a lot.
Well, thank you very much, Paul. Howard, thanks a lot.
All right. Nice
Bye-bye.
match. Okay. If you would like to order any other audio Accu-Stats tapes, call 1-800-828-0397.